Muy buenas tardes, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well, blessed, and enjoying family. As always, gracias to all for everyone's words, wishes, prayers, and the love and support everybody addresses and sends my way. Gracias. Well, everyone, this is gonna be a real short one. They just tatted me a couple videos, right? And first and foremost, you guys know I got way bigger things to worry about than a debriefer, but we'll call him by his name. Joker, stop with your BS. You keep making up all this narrative to play into you were this, you done nothing, homeboy. Straight up. Now you talk about now all of a sudden my homeboy was a neighbor. Okay, a couple days ago you were saying different, but let's just say he was your neighbor. You know, my homeboy Flaco is doing fed times. If you're receiving by the ones we know since kids, they were tecatos, gato, cala, that supposedly owed you. That wasn't even your dope, man, but okay. Now, you call me mascaras. You could call me whatever, homeboy. The fact is, you were nowhere near my toes on how things work and were. With your 3 times being in the shoe over getting caught with a fierro. Come on, homeboy. I wish I could pull my C-file. You know, I was validated 14 years. And you can say, I'm a wannabe sureño from up north. You obviously just talk out your neck, fool. You don't even know what time it is. Then you say I was in Folsom in the hole. Damn, everybody that's been with me knows I clearly say I never made it to Folsom because of 10:30s before I left Corcoran Shoe. I would end up in Salinas Valley. But okay, it's good how you set your narrative. You see, let's not even speak on the winning stuff you were doing that you claim you were the man. Okay, you were the man, let's say for what, 5 years? Man, I think I spent more time bird bathing than 5 years. But that's not even important. The important part is you hit the bay. Any excuse you could come up with don't matter. You told, you debrief. Just like any dropout inmate has to debrief and tell. You did the exact same thing. You know, you could say, oh, I was this, and that. I could poke holes in every single one of your stories, Ese. And literally pinpoint you're speaking about a different yard that's not Folsom. You seem to forget, you know, that there was actually people in the mix. There's bigger things than what you say you were involved in. Now you talk about mil máscaras, I'm hiding in the woods. You have an open invitation, homeboy. Don't worry of what I'm going through. I'm literally in Culiacan, Mexico. And everybody that knows where I'm at, I done videos in the plaza, I done videos, but never in that. I'm in Culiacan. You don't even have to come to Sinaloa, ese. All you have to do is just come to Mexico. Let me know, I'll send you my exact location. Now you talk about this mask. Everybody that's been with me knows exactly who I am, what I look like. But in case you want to run a make on me, get this real clear. Write it down. I'm Chino from Santa Rosa, PSC. Robert Alvarez. K36147. You know, Tehachapi Shoe. 2001 to 2003. Corcoran Shoe. 2003 till I got validated that in the 2004 where I got caught for a murder. not scratching someone. Then I hit Pelican Bay. And when I said I gave my homeboy a warning, you're reading it wrong or you're making it up as you usually do, right? I told where to be because I was in the same section as him. So miss me. Now you want to fool people and say, we were going to sell up in 1997. Okay, that's cool. He was your boy at that time. I don't deny that, Ese. You see, but you debriefed in 2005. You took him down in 2005. You snitched on everybody in 2005. So stop mixing dates and thinking you can fool people. You can't fool someone that was there and that pays attention to words and dates, homeboy. But you see, I never spoke about you. Ever. You could call me mascaras, whatever, whenever you want. In private, everybody that speaks to me in private, that mascara ain't there. See, my family's involved in bigger things than you could ever comprehend. And they asked out of respect, if I'm going to come on here and share my story, I have to wear this out of respect because I'm in Culiacan in the war zone. Something you wouldn't know. But like I said, everybody knows already what I look like. I shown that respect to them. Something you don't know because you can't seem to be honest with those that put food on your table. But that's besides the point. That only speaks about yourself. And let me just say this. You know, you talk about I'm out to politically move against you. Homeboy, I wish I would have made it to New Folsom and we would have had the pleasure to tango. Because if you were really about it, you know, it's not just what you do for the M, it's what you can bring to the table. And you best ask somebody how I stayed relevant, where my family comes from. And you can say I'm a North Cali boy, and I'm proud of it. Sureño. And if you really knew about it, you could be from wherever. It don't have no meaning. You're from Santa Barbara and you're a debriefing rata. Straight up. Now you could come play the part however you want to play it. Continue to do so. I don't care. I told a story about what it'll be because everybody with me has asked me. I showed them respect, and I thought I showed you respect by not even claiming your name. You see, you are irrelevant. You're nobody. Never was nobody. You went out like a Winnie worth nothing. Now you want to come on here and say I was this, and that. Come on, Ese. Those that been around can really see through you. But anyways, do you really want me to speak on you? You know what? That don't even matter. I'm never mentioning your name like I have never mentioned your name before. That you put on the jacket because it fit right on right. You buckle it up. That's your pedo. Again, the truth hurts, huh, homeboy? But anyways, this time I'm addressing you, Joker. Not those like you came on and made believe a name and hid behind a name thinking nobody was going to speak. Because you know what? You, as I know, an active homie is never going to come on and pull your covers. But hey, let's just wait a second. Because there's some people about to finish on Fed Times that actually were on the yard with you. I was never. Everybody that asked me before, I have clearly said I was never in a jardín with you. Now I wish I would have. So we could have had that political run. So as you seen from the gate, it wouldn't even have been me that had you hit a brick wall. You see, homeboy, I never topped my horn on what I do, what I've done. But believe me, to know your history, I was worth more getting out of reception. We'll just leave it at that. But again, do your study. You know, Robert Alvarez Chino, the only Chino of Santa Rosa, PSC neighborhood. K36147. But I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, but I forgot. You're a debriefer. You got nobody to do it with, huh? But then again, you tease about this max that I'm hiding out in the mountains. Homeboy, there is actually people still doing things with my family. I could sit across the sidewalk from them, cubo like nothing. You see, I was really in the mix. I speak about things that are already out there. I have never spoke about something that could be used or is not out there. Unlike you, you're a comadre about everything and everyone. But again, this will be the first and last time I address you. You seem to always have well said things. Just to let you know, homeboy, you feel so safe because you think everybody, first Santa Barbara, then you have everybody believe you're in the 805. You're not. People could actually tell you behind the scenes. I've told them exactly where you're at. And I'm never going to put it out because I ain't that chavala that has to have someone else do your work like you tend to do with your viewers. And again, you know what? My love and respect to your viewers is not their fault. You're just that good of a liar and basura. Now, changing notes to a positive thing. 16 to life, thank you for the video you put up and for keeping out the names. As you've seen, I've never mentioned this fool's name. Never once did I say it was Joker, this and that. Homeboy, facts are facts and they hurt, But thank you, 16 to life. I don't know if you recall me, but to me, you're way more solid than this individual will ever be. And it's because I ran Ironwood AR with you. I seen how you program. I seen how you were doing things with your people. So this fool can say you were here, there, and that. Homeboy, I seen it with my own eyes as everything I speak on. Now, I'm telling everything they told me and I was involved with. Like I said, homeboy, just because you had a seat, you think that's the top of the world. It's obvious. You're so wet behind the ears and you just play the part. But again, the one and only time I address you by your name, Joker, there's nothing to address about you. Continue to do your lives. Continue to have your subscribers. Everybody that's been with me knows I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about the views. I care about the relations that I build. See, I know what loyalty and respect is. Something that you don't know nothing about. Those are loyalty is just that easy to kick them to the curb, eliminate them, because it's exactly what you did with your homeboy What'll Be, right? And if you were around MM members, that's probably why you try to pull 3 cases on 3 MM members. You want me to name the names and the people? Now you say you were second in the band in Santa Barbara. Miss me with that. I know the 4 Pilis that were in Santa Barbara. You were nowhere near a top soldier. Just do know that. But anyways, in case you might still have someone that could run a check, homeboy. Robert Alvarez, one more time. Robert Alvarez, K36147, Chino, Santa Rosa, PSC. I was on all 3 shoes. You can verify everything. I'm in Culiacan, Sinaloa. My family is Alvarez Palen. And if you know, you know, right? But anyways, keep doing you. This ain't what I want to do on YouTube. But since you keep bringing my name up, when I not once mentioned you, I thought I would give you the attention. I know a debriefing aspect said that all he wants is just to be recognized by someone that's not a Chester, rapist, and it's a shame, homeboy. I always thought you were a weenie ever since Flaco used to tell me things about you. But to have heard you sat across the table from these individuals just goes to show you're straight. We'll just leave it at that. Again, first and last, I put everything out there. You want to check my make in Culiacan? Robert Alvarez from El Tamarindo, Culiacan, part of the Alvarez, Valenzuela, Perez family. You're welcome. I'll invite you some beers since you love to drink. A pescado. Whenever. If you think I was around people, you think I know stuff, you think I'm speaking about things I shouldn't, it really don't mean nothing to me, homeboy. It's like when I walk on the cell and pesetas talk, that's all they do, they speak. So run your mouth. 16 to life, sorry I mixed you with this cat. Again, I had the pleasure to be on the yard with you, so I know what time it is. So, hope everybody continues to do a great day. My apologize to everyone. You guys know I don't do this. I don't go back and forth with any type of YouTube, as much as weenies they are. I just thought I would address this fool, and even if he gets back at me and answers me and everything, forgive me. I'm not gonna acknowledge it. I don't want to hear about it no more, cause I'm gonna step back from my reasons. You guys know my reasons, and it had nothing to do cause I got scared and I walked off. I did a lot bigger things than this fool can imagine, just in Mexico alone. But he's irrelevant to me. He ain't even worth the spit. So with this said, again, I apologize to those that have been with me and know this ain't my character, and it's never gonna be my character. I just found it funny how, to him, I'm this, and that. I'm hiding my face. Okay. But you keep having me in your mouth, ese. I never once mentioned you. Or show me where I mentioned you by name. But I am now. Joker, you're worthless. You walked away scared. You could have been in the shoe 20 times. You still was there 4 months. Told the Judas you were scared to walk you out the back door. You went into the briefing program. You told on your homeboy where to be. I was part of sending a kite out to Santa Barbara with your name on it. So, paint the narrative however you want to. Again, sorry to your viewers, to your subscribers. My respects to all of you. You have no dog in this fight, It's unfortunately the person you're being loyal to don't know what loyalty is. With this said, please stay true to yourself, loyal to your loved ones. My apologies again.